get ready with me while I tell y'all how my best friend made a fake T page about me. First, it started off by like me noticing people at school making like weird looks at me and like laughing at me in the hallways for whatever reason. I hear a whole bunch of girls coming down the hallway like literally screaming, being very dramatic, yelling my name. Mind you, I'm never in the mix, like never. So I'm really confused as to why all these girls are like screaming my name, and especially the bullies. So I turn around looking all confused because why are you screaming my name? They tell me that there's a page that I am on and that I've been talking about them. I was very confused. They said I was talking about the whole friend group too, which I was, but like, how do you know that, you know? Why is the messages on a T page? About 2 days later, so that was on a Friday, so this was like on a Sunday. I knew whoever this was from my school, because why are you doing this right before the week ends and right before the week starts? Like, so I get a random text from a random number, and it's a screen recording of the T page updating their freaking posts. And now there's like a whole bunch of new posts of me, but this time the posts are pictures that I've never posted. Only, again, a certain person has, and only certain messages that a certain person has. Mind you, some of the things that they were posting were literally fake as well. Me being the person that I am, because I need to know who's texting me, and I also really want to know who made the account, I go on Cash App and look up the number. And why does my best friend's cousin pop up? Not only that, but in the screen recording, do you know like when somebody's screen sharing and you can like see the screen on the top of your screen? Well, yeah. I seen the screen sharing them like about to post more stuff. So after me seeing that was like her cousin, like I'm pretty sure like I knew it was her because nobody else has those photos. So I called her and I asked her what she was doing, and she lied to me and said that she was hanging out with family. So I just said okay, and I decided that I was just gonna like take it up the next morning, because the next morning we had school and I didn't really want to do any talking with her anyway. Woke up in the morning, got ready, brushed my teeth, washed my face, look on Instagram and see that my best friend made a post. It was a post from the T page, because this girl decided that she wasn't going to check to make sure that her T page was connected to her main page. So when she made that post on her T page, went on her main page too. And once I saw that, like, of course I was mad. Not too mad, because I already had figured that it was her. Everybody starts sending me screenshots, y'all. My phone starts blowing up. I kid you not, 3 minutes after I saw the post, my phone starts blowing up. Everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe it was her, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, they still trying to argue with me because they still think I'm the one who was talking about them. I'm like, when I get to school, it's up. As soon as I get off the bus, I'm looking for her. And everybody else on my bus is following me because they know what's going on. Like, they want to watch, of course, being the messy people that they are. I did not see her there. Her bus still did not come yet. So I waited. Usually I go in the locker room and wait. But because she usually goes to breakfast, I did wait at breakfast for her. I look at her, I tap on her. I'm waiting for her to, like, react, because like, I'm thinking she know that the post got on her main. But she's acting like nothing happened. So I'm like, so I'm not going to get an apology. Because this is like my best friend. Well, best friend. I'm not really thinking, like, I'm going to fight you, but I want an apology first before I don't get an apology. I get a, well, everybody already thinks it's true, so what do you want me to do about it? There was nothing else to say after that. I smacked beat her. Didn't even be her good enough because the freaking teachers broke up the fight. Because I hit for her first, at first I ended up getting in trouble. Like, I got suspended for like, I think longer than her, even though she still could end up going to school because we have to do a PACE hearing anyway. I'm really confused on like why nobody at the school at least talked about how she made those posts about me, and they were only stuck on the fact that I hit her first and nothing else but that. But I go to at the PACE hearing, I bring up the receipts of her making the post about me, the post popping up on her main page, and of course she ended up getting in trouble. She ended up going to PACE. I was just suspended for like, I think it was like 5 days. But again, the school didn't even make that decision. like the court did. So it's still freaked at school. Yeah, it's not over either. Back to my cousin. So y'all thought I was done with her. No, I texted her and I told her that I know that she was also in on her with the stuff because I left her number up on Cash App, and she didn't really have nothing else to say but sorry, because I already got into it with her for something totally different. If y'all want a story time on that, let me know. Moral of the story is, don't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody, for real. Because I would have never thought. Like, seriously, I would have never thought. But yeah. And this color is Dark Brown by NK, New York. And it's also an eye pencil. There y'all go. For everybody that was asking for my lip balm, I'll also make a separate video for that. But yeah, hold on. Wait. This is the lip gloss. Okay. We're done with this. Get ready with me. Tell me how I look. Uh-oh. So nobody's gonna tell me my color been like this the whole time. And go get the jacket. Bye.
Hey y'all, so I might get my ass beat Monday, so I'm finna tell y'all why. And if I'm dead ass wrong, let me know. Like, I'll DM her and apologize, but I might just have to take this ass whooping because I'm not finna apologize to her right now. Okay, so on Friday, I had went to student services because I couldn't find my AirPods. But while I was in there, the lady, like one of the ladies in the counselor's room, she handed me a sheet of paper and it was an attendance sheet. And the lady had told me to take the attendance sheet to this classroom because there was a substitute in the classroom and he needed the attendance sheet. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I went to the classroom that she told me to go to. So I don't know if y'all can like obviously tell, I'm a pretty small gal. Like, I'm like skinny as fuck. And so I walk in the classroom and there was this fucking humongous fucking hippo in the front of the fucking classroom. So I walked in the classroom and I say, excuse me, and the first thing this fucking hippopotamus says is, ooh girl, you skinny as fuck. What the fuck? Had the whole class fucking laughing. She laughing, the kids laughing, and even the teacher, she let out a little snicker. And I peeped that shit. She thought I didn't peep that shit, but she was like, oh. Like, bitch, stop being fucking messy. Don't be messy. Like, you a grown-ass woman. What are we even doing? Mind you, I don't know this girl. Never seen this girl a day in my life. Like, she in a whole grade ahead of me. Whole grade ahead of me. Like, I've never seen this girl. So why are we dick riding? I have no fucking idea. And so obviously that's fucking embarrassing because I'm already like mad self-conscious about my weight. Like, I'm already knowing that I need to gain some, but don't fucking embarrass me. So I ain't even say nothing. Like, I just stood there and I gave her the fucking paper because I'm not finna entertain no fucking ignorance and nonsense. Like, I was just finna let it slide and then fucking leave. Hippopotamus needed attention again, and she was like, girl, why is you so skinny? Like, she asked me, she was like, why is you so fucking skinny? I said, bitch, why are you so fucking fat? Why are you so fat? Why? Why are you so... Then everybody gets a gasping. Like, I fucking did something. Like, she didn't say something to me first. Like, she didn't say something to me twice. Everybody gets a... Don't fucking piss me off. Because she can talk about my weight, but then when I do it back, it's a problem. Please don't piss. Now everybody on my fucking case talking about something. Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Even the teacher on my fucking dick talking about something. We don't talk about people in here. She just talked about me. She just talked about... I don't even remember what Hippo said after that, but I left the classroom. Then, at the end of the day, when I was walking to the car to go home, she caught me outside. So, she walked up on me with her two friends, and they all just, like, on my ass. They was all up in my face talking about something. What's all that shit you was talking? What's all that shit you was talking? And they was just doing a lot of... just a lot of this, okay? Like, they're literally following me. Like, I'm just walking to my car, and they behind me just yapping. So I get in the car, and I close the door, and she's still barking at me through the fucking window. And the last thing she says was, if I catch you on Monday on my mama, I'm finna beat your ass. And I was thinking about it on the car ride home. I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But it's like, she literally talked about me first. It's like, don't talk shit. And then, like, I don't think nobody ever clocked her tea before. And so that's why I think she was reacting like that, because she ain't had nobody clock her tea back. Like, she seemed like the type of person to be, like, always talking shit about somebody, and then nobody say shit back to her. So I think this the first time somebody actually said something back to her. And clearly she ain't like that, so... You know, but like I said, if y'all think I was dead ass wrong for saying that, then let me, like, I will apologize. Like, I don't think I was in the wrong, but like, if it was dead ass wrong, then I'm not an asshole. I'll apologize. But I'm just like, don't talk shit unless you like are prepared to be like ready for what they gotta say after. You know what I'm saying? Because like one thing about me, like I am not scared to get my ass beat. Like you can ask anybody I know. Like if I got something to say, I'm finna fucking say it, and you can beat my ass. I don't give a fuck. That don't take away from like me saying what I had to say and fucking meaning it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, just beat my ass at this point. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not apologizing. And I don't regret what I fucking said. I said what I said. And I fucking meant it. And if you mad, then come beat my ass. Please. I'll take the ass whooping. Give me a black eye. Please. And I high-key think she was fucking projecting. Because she was not cute. Like, it's not even like she was, like, big and a bad bitch. No, like, you big and you fucking ugly. It's like, you ugly as fuck. Like, she had, like, warts on her neck. Like, I'd be fucking... Matter of fact, I'm not even mad at the girl. Because you know why? If I look like fucking that... If I was that fucking chalk, I would be a fucking hater too. I really would. Because how the fuck you got warts on your fucking neck? What the fuck you gotta be doing to get fucking warts on your neck? The fuck? And if you're offended by anything I said in this video, then let me know. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm not trying to offend nobody in this video. I'm just fucking mad, okay? I'm sorry. I ain't even scared of her seeing this video. Like, if she find this shit, I don't even give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck. If anything, I really hope she see this video. I hope you see this video. And if you know me, you know. Like, I'm not even a mean girl. I've never been a mean girl. But it's like, I will always defend myself. I will always defend myself. I don't care who you are or how big you are. I will always stand up for myself. Anyways, I'm gonna have to tell you what happens on fucking Monday. If I get my ass beat, I'll let y'all know. Or I gotta fix my head. If you made it this far, comment a pink emoji for a follow back. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Story of the time I almost got kidnapped and trafficked. So boom, at the time I was 9 years old and I had an older sister. She was 17. Our mom was always the strict type. So if my sister wanted to go anywhere, I had to go with her. So you know, my childhood was lit. One day in front of my mother, my sister had asked me that I want to go to this place we called the Gathering Place. It was basically like a playground, but on the side, everybody would meet up there, chill, all that. So of course, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to go to the Gathering Place. So she like, all right, bet. My mother give us a go. We leave. Mind y'all, I had put on my best playground fit, my best playground shoes. I'm ready to go. As soon as we get out the door, this bitch gonna look at me and say something. I hope you know we not going there. What you mean we not going? Get that shit up. Let's go. Bitch, I wasted a fit. So we start walking down the block because that's the way the Gathering Place is. And my mother was always the type to look out the window, so you gotta walk that way. But instead of crossing the street to get there, a car pulls up in front of us. I'm being nosy looking. It's some grown-ass man. We're gonna call him TJ. But my sister motioning for me to get in the car. I don't want to get in there. It's stinky. You don't even know what the damn car smells like. Get your ass in the car. You get in the car first. Get in the car. You go first. This nigga looks sus as fuck. But you know what? I'm getting in the car. I get in the back, my sister get in the front. Having a good old conversation. I'm riding past the playground. It's clear we not going to the playground. So we start riding around a little bit and then we go pick up my sister's friends. We're going to call them Tay and Telly. Now, Tay is my sister homegirl. She's also 17. Telly is Tay's little sister. She's 15. Once again, I'm 9. I don't got no business here. But whatever. We all get up in the car and now we just driving around talking, having a great old time. TJ talking to all of them. So I'm like, okay, they must know this nigga. While we riding around, TJ like, I gotta stop at the gas station. They like, all right, bet, because we gotta go there anyways. So boom, he pull up to the pump. He like, I'm ready to go get some gas. They like, all right, we ready to go get some snacks and shit. All right, boom. They get out the car. I'm the only one in the car. I'm holding down the fort. You know, when you the only one there, you gotta make sure the car don't get took. So people walking around the car, I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I'm not to be fucked with. About 4 or 5 minutes go by, I look to my right. Why Telly running out the store with a big ass thing of alcohol? I mean, haul asses. And she not even sneaky with it, because why the owner coming out right behind her? The Telly kind of tall with some long ass legs, so when I tell you hauled ass to the car, she was already in the car by the time the owner came out. And the owner, he heavy set, so he moving slow. He looking around, bitch, nowhere to be found. She sitting right next to me. What is that? Mind your damn business. Thief. Owner ain't see it, he went back inside. A couple more minutes later, my sister and Tay come out the gas station. And they coming out like nothing just happened. So they slide up in the car, they straight turn around. Got the stuff? Oh yeah, I got that stuff. It's right here.
Ooh,
I know that's
we
right
getting
here.
busted.
What y'all lit about? Like, what y'all doing?
Stay in the child's
Didn't I just tell you mind your business?
Real shit. The fuck.
Now, while they all in the car kiki about a master plan, TJ finally come out the store. But he not looking too happy. Now, look, I'm not the oldest or the smartest motherfucker in this car. But I'm pretty sure TJ was not on board with this plan. I'm pretty sure he didn't even know about it. He came in the car, I like, yo, what happened in the store? Why is the workers in there panicking? Like, no, like, seriously, what happened? Because we were just all in there chilling. Last time I checked, and they beefing, they called the police and all that. Like, what's going on? In the midst of TJ asking everybody what the fuck happened and everybody fake acting confused, he immediately noticed Telly back here clutching her pearls. She had to cover up the bottom somehow, so this bitch sitting back here like that. They in there stealing that shit crazy, cuz. What's that under your jacket? And we W man, so we like, a jacket. There ain't no jacket up on her. I don't see no daggone jacket. She's with child. It's a baby. I'm telling you, that's a baby.
Yeah, you ain't
not
know.
He snatched that bitch off himself. When he seen that fat ass bottle of liquor this nigga started tweaking. You know why the fuck the cops just been called? He know everybody in this car is underage except for him. He straight pull off. Have y'all lost your fucking mind? Do y'all know I can get in trouble for this shit? Ain't none of y'all grown.
She didn't even mean to steal it. Like, it wasn't even that.
You know what? Like the police gonna follow us now. While we getting reprimanded, he get on the highway, he start pushing 100. I don't care how mad you are. My life. He's still yelling, talking about he gonna drop us off in the middle of nowhere. Who's us? I was in the car the whole time. Hell, I barely even know why I'm here. He end up getting off the highway and the car starts slowing down. He stops. He turns to the back and looks at all of us and says, you know what? I ain't even mad at y'all no more. What you mean by that? Ho, is you cool? I'm thinking he was about to drop us off in the middle of the street. But no, he just saying how he not mad no more. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. So boom, we keep driving. And then I start getting this thought in my head. Where the fuck are we going? I don't never remember nobody mentioning a destination or nothing. Okay, we stole a bottle. We got some gas. But for what? As I'm looking around the car, everybody else start looking confused too. Everybody's looking out the window, and like I said, I'm not the smartest, but I'm putting two and two together. Don't nobody know where they at right now. Then at the end of this road, TJ makes a sharp right and drives into this neighborhood. There's no people. Everything look run down and old. No kids playing. Not even a dog barking. Just silence and a piece of tumbleweed. My alarms are going off. This shit don't feel right. I don't want to be a part of it. Bitch, I want to go to the playground. You think I want to be in all this? And I'm wearing all pink? My plaid shorts? We riding slow through this neighborhood, and as we get to the back, it's like the building started breaking down in levels. Then we finally stopped. Before anybody could even say anything, TJ looking at us all like, ladies, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta make a call. Okay. So boom, TJ got up the car to get on the phone, and I immediately look at them and say, where are we? I don't know. I ain't never been here before. Don't worry, he a good guy. Why am I here? You know I couldn't come in without you. I don't think she tripping. You don't even know where you at, do you? No, clearly. The fuck what? Town is so fucking quiet. We can hear this nigga whole conversation. And the conversation was normal until we heard that nigga say something.
Yeah, I got 4 girls in the whip right now. You want them? Yeah, I can bring them.
To go the fuck where? And do the fuck what? Everybody in the car done heard what this nigga said, so we start shaking. My sister straight said, yo, he on some weird shit. We about to dip. He's still on the phone, and we can hear him literally trying to give whoever on the phone coordinates to where we are. Then he gonna say something.
Nah, it's cool. I'm ready to just bring them to you.
Bring who? Boom, we bust up at the car. We making a run for it. We done damn near took all his car doors off the motherfucking hinges to get out that bitch. Don't nobody know where they are. This neighborhood too unfamiliar. I ain't never seen this before. Neither is Tay, neither is Telly, neither is my sister. But we just booking it. Our dumbasses done ran into a dead end with a big ass wall. This nigga TJ done got in his car. He's speeding down that bitch. Boom, he get close enough to park. He get to try to run towards us.
Nah, nigga, we gon'
Four bitches already threw themselves over the wall. We hear the engine start. He pull off. But we still running. We don't got time for all the possibilities and shit. Say we running for like 10 minutes. Telly recognize a building. So we like, I bet we know where we at. Let's call a ride. One of them punished, so ain't got no phone. The other 2 phones dead as fuck. I don't got a phone. So we dick like, yeah, we just gotta keep walking. We speed walking 20, 30 minutes. My sister finally see a store that she know. From right there, all 4 of us split off in the R2s and went home. Now look, my mother ain't send me with my older sister for no reason. I was a snitch. She knew whatever my sister did, I was gonna snitch. Baby, as soon as my sister knocked on that door, my mama opened the door. I fell to my knees. What's wrong?
We never went to the playground. We got took by our old man, and we had to run, and I jumped over a wall. I left my jacket in the car, and they stole water and liquor.
My mother was heated. So she get to interrogating the both of us. I'm telling her everything. My sister start fessing up. Apparently, she did know the nigga. She gave my mother all his information. She ended up going to TJ job. She got the job, and I don't know what happened to TJ since. Shit, I ain't never talked to Telly or Tay after that either. And that was the end. Girl, why didn't you steal that nigga car? Neither one of the 3 of y'all know how to put pedal to the metal. Y'all could have ran that nigga over. If you know your little sister's a snitch, you don't take her nowhere. And I took her ass to the park. How y'all get in a car with a random ass older nigga and not knowing where y'all going? Y'all was just green. It's okay.
This girl pulled out a knife on me in front of the whole school. So me and this girl named Serena was never cool. Like, she would always be real disrespectful, rubbing her eyes at me, you know, disrespecting me, you know, talking to me crazy. But one day, it all came to a stop. Like, I said no. She crossed the line one day and said something slick about my mama. Like, y'all know, as girls, we do not play about our mamas unless you just got mommy issues. But you know what? So I tried to ignore her, right, and walk past her. And tell me why this girl said, that's why you got held back 3 times. Boom. Time skip to the next day. Serena was nowhere to be found. Suddenly, she walking towards me. And I just knew something was about to go down, so I'm low-key preparing myself, right? Tell me why this girl stops. Instead of seeing anything, she pulls out a whole knife on me in front of the whole school. So everybody started screaming, running. The police got involved. And, of course, the psycho got expelled. Like, what? And then a few weeks later, she DM'd me saying she was gonna me, and I haven't seen her since. But of course, this is not my story time. This is a story time by Anonymous that got sent to me, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Hello everyone, good morning. So today we're going to be doing another story time. I have seen that you guys loved my other story time, so I think maybe my life is finally interesting enough so I can give you more. Okay, so this one is about basically just about a time where me and like a so-called friend like almost fought. Okay, so a little background information on this friend. We're gonna call her Alea. So me and Alea, like, we've always been buddies. Like, I think the reason I had met her was through my boyfriend. I don't know how actually, but I do know like we were always cool. Like, we would always be sitting together at lunch, you know, just chopping it up, whatever. So some things to know about Alea. So Alea is like this thick, light-skinned, literally my height, crazy, right? Fantasia pixie haircut. You know, she's a baddie. I'm not gonna lie, she is a baddie. Yeah. And another thing about Alea, she is very, I don't want to say friendly, but she is a social butterfly. So because she is a social butterfly, like me myself, just not as, you know, with the guys, if you get what I mean. Alright, so the story time starts off with me and my boyfriend. So a few things about me and my boyfriend. He like my best friend. We tell each other everything, you know, just couple stuff. So it starts off with him telling me, hey, Alea is like, you know, being kind of weird. Like, she's just being overly touchy and like, you know, just doing some things that you shouldn't be doing. And me, because I know that Alea is a social butterfly, I'm like, oh, she probably just, you know, that's just how Alea is. So bad idea. I excuse the behavior. So a couple weeks fly by, you know, my boyfriend comes to me again, and he's like, Alea, she's doing it again. Like, she's like just touching me in weird ways, you know. And that's when it like starts to bother me. So he was telling me how, you know, he wasn't feeling really good. He was actually like kind of getting sick a little bit, but like, you know, he's like in the starting stages, you get me? So he was telling me that, okay, for context, they have 5th period together. So in their 5th period, I'm pretty sure Alea sits behind him because their class goes in rows. And I'm not sure what row he's in, that doesn't really matter. Just know that Alea sits behind him. So he has his head down, like, you know, whatever. He's just like sleeping or something. I don't really know what he was doing. I just know that he had his head down. So she gets to grabbing like on his head like this. Mind you, this is what I'm hearing from him, okay? So she's just like, hey, you good, like, you know, like, no. So as the promiscuous girlfriend that I am, I have a breakdown about it. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But you know, I just feel some type of way. Like, girl, don't touch my man like that. Like, that's weird. Don't touch him like that. So eventually, enough is enough, and I text her. Okay, so keep this in mind. I texted her around 4, and around 4 is usually when school time ends. Okay. So I basically just text her like this little paragraph, just like, hey, you're my friend. I don't like what you're doing. Like, you know, I've always loved you. And I've always trusted you around my boyfriend because you keep him in line. Like, if he's ever doing something stupid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always trusted her about that. And I just didn't like what you were doing, so I'm kindly, respectfully asking you, can you stop doing this because it's really weird, okay? Basically, like, in a nutshell. So we go to school the next day. I check my phone. No answer. I am unsent. We get to lunch. She comes and sits by us, as normal, and just talks. And me and my boyfriend, we're looking at each other. We're like, is she for real? Like, what the... And for those who are, like, questioning why he didn't say something, this is something that you need to know about my boyfriend. He is not the confronting type. Like, if you put me and him, like, in a room separately from each other, oh, we would do the exact opposite things. Like I said, opposites attract, okay? I am a social butterfly. He is the shy caterpillar, okay? Like, he don't do all that. So don't come in my comments talk about my boo, okay? So, yeah, we're like, is she for real right now? Like, ain't no way she just didn't see the message. You get me? So I tell my 2 best friends about this. I don't know if I should name drop. I don't really care because it's like nothing bad. But yeah. So I tell my 2 best friends about this, okay? So those, besides my best friends and my boyfriend, that is who I told. Okay, keep that in mind. So we get around back to 5th period, and me and my boyfriend were walking in the hallway. Well, yeah, we're walking in the hallway, and he's like, Alea, like, yelled at me. And I'm like, yelled at you? Because you better not be yelling at my man. Can't nobody yell at my man except for me. Because what is you going to yell at my man for? Like, what? So basically, something had got around her. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, so because this girl was not answering, I'm not going to lie. I did text her boyfriend, okay? And the reason why I texted her boyfriend is because, first of all, the girl was not answering the phone. And I'm not saying you have to answer the phone, but if I'm texting you directly after school, and I know you be on your phone 24/7, do not feed me I was busy just so you, like, can't look at my message. Like, come on, bro. So, yeah, I did text her boyfriend. I basically texted her boyfriend the same thing that I texted her, but literally just with the added words, let her know. You feel me? And I do, like, now thinking about it, I feel like my pride was low-key taking over. Like, I was just pissed, y'all. Like, I did not like the fact that she was touching my boyfriend. I did not like the fact that she did not answer and had the audacity to sit in my face after and just not answer the phone while she's on the phone. Mind you, she was literally on the phone at lunch in my face, bro. So yeah, I feel like I was being petty when I had texted her boyfriend, because her boyfriend gonna know about this. Don't touch mine. Don't touch mine. You will get handled. I'm just kidding. Please don't take that in. Okay, so back to 5th period. Well, 5th period passed time to 6th period. So yeah, I get to 6th period. I'm like, oh, it's gonna go down. Like, I'm ready. So almost immediately, I get into the hallway. I'm not even in the classroom yet. B5 Here she come. So almost immediately, I see her with like 30 other people behind her, bro. I'm like, oh. So almost immediately, she started yelling at me. She like, why you text my boyfriend? Why did you text my boyfriend? No, you text my boyfriend. No. I'm like, oh my god, girl. I'm like, yes, I texted your boyfriend. You was not answering the phone. Don't come on my face yelling, girl, because this is not what you want. I'm just kidding. She was not what I wanted, but yeah. So yeah, she just sitting there yelling at me. Baby, I swear, I literally just stood there like calm, soldiering down. So everybody started pulling her back. I'm like, no, keep her right here. I wasn't actually finna do nothing, but you know. So yeah, like immediately, I just start going in. I ain't gonna lie. She started saying the same thing over and over about her boyfriend. I'm like, bro, stop all that yelling. Like, I don't do the yelling. I don't do it. Because if my ears start ringing, I'm gonna make yours ring too. I don't play that. So I start yelling back at her. I'm like, shut up. Like, shut up, bro. But yeah, at the end of the day, they called the APs. They came and got her first. Then they came and got me. We did this whole sit-down intervention thing. Crazy. But yeah, that's it. Bye, guys. Love you.
My man cheated on me with my best friend in my face for months, and I had no idea. Part 2. Now, if you haven't already, go watch part 1 so everything can make more sense. And yeah, as I was saying though, here's how I caught him in the act. I caught him in the act, y'all. So months prior to what I'm about to say, he told me that he didn't want to walk me to class no more because he wanted to keep our relationship private. And he also deleted me out of his highlights because he was like, you know, social media be ruining everything, and I really just want to keep our relationship private so we can stay healthy, And I was like, okay, sweet, you know, that makes sense, so that's fine. So I was in class and I told one of my friends this, and she was like, girl, that boy cheating on you. Like, he's definitely cheating on you. And I was in the I was like, he's not cheating on me. Like, he loyal to me. We've been together for like months. Like, he not cheating on me. And then she said something that fucking pissed me off. She was like, well, I didn't even know y'all was together. I thought he was with what's the name because he be walking with her in the hallway all the time. Y'all, what's the name is my ex-best friend, by the way. And so I was like, oh my fucking god, like I knew they was still walking together in the hallway. He told me he stopped walking that girl to class, but I knew they was still doing that shit, and I just, oh my. But the girl who told me, she was like, wait, before you get mad, like, you just gotta catch him. She was like, don't text him cussing him out. Like, let's just catch him in the act and then you can cuss him out. So y'all, it was a new semester, and so that means all the classes changed. So I wasn't familiar with where all my best friend's classes were, and so I couldn't see if he was walking her to class because I didn't know where her classes were. Y'all, the girl I was with who was telling me that my boyfriend was cheated on me, she was a detective, bro. She was like, give me that girl birthday. I was like, why you need her birthday? She was like, just give it to me. Y'all, I give her my best friend's birthday, and she logs into my best friend's Infinite Campus and pulls up her entire schedule. And so we just plotting out. We like, okay, so we gonna go to her class and we gonna see if he walks her to class, and if we see him walking her to class, that's when you can cuss him out. So the next period come, we sit down my best friend classroom and we don't see them. My best friend don't come to the class, and my boyfriend don't come to the class. And I know my best friend at school, and I know my boyfriend at school. And so it's like, why y'all not in class? Why y'all not coming to class? And where the fuck y'all at? Y'all, the way my school is built, there's a stairway down every hallway to get downstairs. So I went down my hallway stairwell, and there they were in the fucking stairwell, just all up on each other, hugging mad tight. And I saw it. I saw them fucking kiss each other. Like, I literally saw it with my two very eyes, and they didn't peek me. Like, they didn't see me there. And I really could have gone down there and beat both their asses. That's what I should have done. I should have started fucking hell. But I just took my little ass right to fucking class. And I just cried, bro. Like, I was crying that whole class period. Because number one, you supposed to be my best friend. And number two, you supposed to be my man. Like, we talk on the phone every day. We say I love you every day. Whole time you saying the same thing to my best friend. Whole time while you kissing me, you kissing my best friend? I don't know who dirtier, my man or my best friend. But I didn't cuss him out, y'all. I just blocked him on everything, and we never spoke again. Same with my best friend. I blocked her as well, and we just never spoke again. Months later, I found out that they was together, and they're still together to this day. And you know what? That's good for them. I love that for them. Just fuck you. And I hate that I had to be hurt just for them to be up, but whatever. That's basically the end of the story. If you made it this far, comment a popcorn emoji for a follow back. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.
We're talking about how I fought this boy in middle school and whooped his ass. So, a little backtrack. They had this boy, and we're gonna call him Reggie. And Reggie was messing with me all the way in the beginning of the school year.
And I told Reggie, I said, if you touch me again, I'm beating your ass. So one day we're at lunch, and this is towards the end of the school year, and I was heated this day. I can't remember what I was mad for. But he decides to throw orange at my head. Mind you, I'm blown already. So that just makes everything worse. So I get up and I go over to him, and I'm like, yo, like, what did you do that for? And he just gonna look at me crazy, and that really pissed me off. So I grabbed him, bro. His body very vulgar. I grabbed him by his neck, and I dragged him to the floor. And I was gonna leave him there looking embarrassed, and I just yelled at him. I told him, don't do that again. I just walked away, but as I'm walking away, he kicks my leg. So I'm like, alright, you playing with the wrong one today. So I grabbed him by his collar, and I lifted him up, and I swung on my right arm, and I hooked him in the face. Then me and him were like fighting, whatever. Like, he's trying to punch me, but he's moving too slow, and I'm boom, boom, boom. And I was about to go in for another hit, but one of my friends picked me up and like tried to drag me away. And I didn't know who was picking me up and trying to drag, because mind you, I was very short, and the person that was like trying to drag me away was very tall. And I don't know who's picking me up, and I'm like, get off of me, get the F off of me. And bro, I was mad. Literally none of the teachers liked the boy that I was fighting anyways. Mind you, he was like, I'm like 5 foot 4'11", and he's like 5'7". Like, he got a little bit of height to him compared to me. And after the fight, literally the dean gave me a high five for whooping his ass because she like hated him. And he got suspended for 3 days, and I just got ISS for 1 day. For the remainder of that day, they just put me in school suspension, and I was chatting up with the ISS teacher the rest of the day. Like, it was literally nothing. That's it, y'all. See you.
Story time on how my best friend made an Instagram T page for my school, posted me on it, and then lied about it. Okay, so a little backstory. Let's call this girl Madison. She was in our friend group with 2 other girls named Ivy and Riley, and we were all in the gifted classes. Keep that in mind. Okay, so this all happened on a Friday, and I wasn't even here for a few periods because I was helping my mom. And at the time, my boyfriend, he had texted me. He was like, there was a fight. I'm like, what? There's a fight when I'm not at school? So I text my group chat about the fight, the friend group I was just talking about. And they're like, yeah, there's a fight. But Madison, she recorded the fight and got in trouble for it. I'm like, of course she did, because she has issues. Okay, so after the fight happened, I'm still with my mom. I go on Instagram. And I see an account requested to follow me called Our School T Page. And I'm like, what? And I'm messy, so I accept it from my account, and I request to follow them. And they accept me in like 2 minutes. I go on there to see who they posted, and lo and behold, it's a picture of me. So I click on the post. I'm like, hold on, cause what? I click on the post, and it says my boyfriend's name, watch out, cause she's a homie hopper, and it put my ex on there. I was literally flabbergasted. But I'm not even a homie hopper, so I was upset. I didn't even look at the other posts on the page because I was too into my post. So I got mad, and I posted on my Instagram story, tagged them and everything, this, that, and the third. I was upset. I was heated. And about 30 minutes after that, my mom drops me off at school because we finished. And then I go to the friend group. I'm like, I know y'all see this. And then Madison, she's like, oh my God, yeah, they called you a homie hopper. And I was like, yeah. And she don't even follow the account. Keep that in mind. I wasn't thinking about that. I was just upset. So Ivy and Riley, they're like, yeah, we need to figure out who did this. And they're telling me all this stuff about the fight and all that happened. We're just talking about everything. And remember how I said there were 2 posts on the page? I didn't look at the first post. And they told me that the first post was of this boy in the gifted classes. So we were like, okay, well, whoever made the account has to be somebody in the gifted classes. And at this point, we're playing detective. We're trying to figure this out. As we're playing detective, we try to think of everybody in the gifted classes because there's only one gifted class, okay? And we're all in that class. So we just trying to figure out who it could be. And our friend group is me, Riley, Ivy, and Madison. And Madison, she has a few issues. She's a liar, and she's a manipulator. But she's still our friend nevertheless. Like, we're not just going to cut her off. So I was like, is it Madison? And then she gets all defensive. She's talking about, it's not me. There's no way it could have been me because I got in trouble for recording the fight. Remember, she recorded the fight. But she was only gone in the office, from what I heard, for 30 minutes. And no posts were made in that time frame. But a post was made right before she recorded the fight. Okay, so fast forward to 5th period. I'm on the soccer team, and most of the girls in the gifted classes are too. So we all have pictures that day, and we all go to pictures except for Madison because she's on the soccer team. She just didn't go. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Why is she not at the pictures? And mind you, she's still in the school. We just don't know where. So we had soccer pictures all of 5th period. And when I get back to change into my regular clothes out of my soccer uniform, I go on my phone and I go to look at the account. There's like 7 new posts. And I'm like, okay, hold on. I can narrow this down now. Because A, we know it's somebody in the gifted classes. We know it's not any of the girls that are on the soccer team because they were taking pictures. So the only person that's left is Madison. Okay, since it's Friday, we always go back to first period at the end of fifth period. And I was telling Ivy and Riley how I think it's Madison. And they were like, me too. But like, we didn't have like any cold hard evidence except for the fact that she was the only person that didn't come to soccer pictures even though she was in the school. So like, I'm dead set that it's Madison and I'm gonna confront her. And she was like, it's not me, it's not me. So I was like, okay, let me see your phone. And she's like, okay. But it takes her like 5 minutes to give me the phone. Like, she gets up, goes somewhere else, and then comes back and gives me the phone. I'm like, bruh. And mind you, when I go on her phone and go on Instagram, she's on like this weird account that has like just letters. And it's like not an active account. No followers, no nothing. So I'm like, you can tell that she just switched accounts. So I'm like, bruh, okay. So I go home. I'm still trying to find some evidence because I'm not letting this go untold, because when something has to do with my man, I don't play. So me, Ivy, and Riley, we texted Madison like, girl, we know it's you, this, that, and the third. And she does not reply. Okay, so it's about 4 o'clock now, and a new post comes up. And guess who the post is about? Madison. And this girl, Madison, she is not popular in any type of way. People don't care about her. Like, no offense, but people don't care about her. And the paragraph was so long, just dogging her. Like, it was bad. Like, it was just dogging her. But I was like, it's reverse psychology. She's trying to make us think that she didn't make the account when she did. Okay, and there's this girl, let's call her Ashley. She's also on the soccer team. And the picture that was posted of Madison on the Instagram was a picture of Ashley's Snapchat story. And guess who screenshotted that story? Madison. So at this point, I'm like, okay, girl, just come out and say it. So I'm still texting her phone like, girl, we know it's you, just say it. And she is not responding at all. So at that point, we all just give up texting her. And mind you, when I said she posted like 7 more things, she posted about other people in the school. And one of these girls went to the police. So we was like, girl, they're going to the police. Go ahead and say it's you, delete the account or something. Okay, and she don't respond till about like 11 p.m. She just responds on iMessage. She responds on Snapchat and Instagram. And she was like, yeah, I got my phone took, because she had got in trouble for reporting the fight. But she was like, I didn't make the account. Of course she's gonna say that. So mind you, I said she responded at 11 p.m. And that's like, I was watching when that account had went active. And as soon as she texted back, out of all those text messages, that account went active and got deleted. And I was so heated, like, that's so weird. So I completely cut that girl off. And if you see this, Madison, don't text my phone talking about you're lying. Take that down, because I don't believe what you say. And you're a liar. So yeah, bye guys. Thank you for listening.
Story time about the time I went to my homegirl fight just to make sure she was straight and ended up getting into a fight my damn self. Of course, this story consists of the motherfucking evil twins, Gemini and Camry. Bitch, let's get right into it. Y'all, so boom, this shit juicy. I'm not gonna lie. Long story short, Gemini was beefing with some bitches. To this day, I still don't know who these bitches are. All I know is on Instagram, they was going back and forth. She was adding them, they was adding her. Baby, I was watching all day, okay? Baby, this was like an episode of Batty motherfucking Shot a Clock, ho. And a bitch like me was clocked and tuned the fuck in. See, that's the thing. I wanted to think it was baddies. I wanted to think bitches was gonna keep it cute. Bitch, they was now that TV. NTTV, bitches. Fuck! When I say these bitches came suited and booted. I didn't know what the fuck I was getting myself into. I'm just here to make sure my homegirl is straight. Why the fuck I step out the car and I see 30 motherfuckers? Are they on their side or ours? Please tell me these bitches is with us. Who is these bitches? This is really my issue with Camry and Gemini. Them bitches ain't scared of nothing. You pick the bitches from the east side? Are you? Damn! Are you bitch? Fuck, I'm tired every time. Then they not coming with just auntie and homegirl. They coming with granny, uncle them. They brought the whole fucking family, bitch. Ew. Mind you, off rip, when I pull up, I'm confused because I'm trying to figure out who is who. So I'm getting out, I'm talking to my homegirl, but she more so trying to figure out who she about to fight. I'm looking around, I see Camry talking to this person and that person. I'm like, bitch, is you talking to the other side? Bitch, I'm confused. Come to find out, Camry know these bitches and she cool with these bitches. Camry, can she fight? Which one hit the hardest? I need you to get this bitch if she try to get me. Are we on the same team? Let me know. Bitch. Fuck! Boom, these bitches don't waste no time. They instantly get to squabbling. So boom, Gemini squabbling or whatever. She fighting with the girl. I'm not gonna lie. If you know Gemini, that's not her actual name, but if you're from the city at this point, you know who is who. You know this bitch gets down with everybody and the bitch don't lose. This bitch is undefeated. This bitch is motherfucking Tasiki at this point. This whole goddamn bitches. Why she fighting old girl and old girl low-key keeping up? I'm like, fuck. Fuck! Because if she get my homegirl too hard, now I gotta step in. But the homegirl fight better than me. So if I step in, I'm getting my shit rocked. Get us up out of here. Let's go!
Let me give you all a story time on how this girl tried embarrassing me in front of the whole class and ended up getting humbled by the person that was sitting right next to me. Okay, for context, I used to be really insecure about my bare face, so I would go to school with like full beats so I could like feel better about myself. I had this class that was kind of like a relaxed period. Like you could do your homework if you wanted to, or you could just sit there and be lazy. And I chose to be lazy. And I would sit with a table that would literally just talk and talk and talk. And so this girl, she decided to come up to us and ask if she could sit there, and the people that I was with were really nice, and so was I, and we told her to pull up a chair to take a seat. This girl was not saying a word to us, and when she opens her mouth, she decides to say, "Y'all know what I don't understand?" And we were like, "What don't you understand?" I was about to say her name. And she goes, "How some girls get up extra early in the morning just to do a full face of makeup." And I'm sitting there, the only girl with a full face of makeup. And I'm like, what the? Is this play about May? And I just ignore it, and nobody else says anything because, I mean, obviously it was targeted towards me and nobody wanted to make me feel bad. So everyone ignores it and we go on about our day. Tell me why she comes at me again and she's like, "You know, guys, I'm sorry. I just think it's so extra when people get up early to do their makeup. Like, I just do my lashes and put on lip liner for school. Girls that do their makeup, like full face of makeup, are just doing too much." And at this point, I'm kind of over it and I'm getting a little bit irritated because I don't know. Like, why would you say that? There's so many people in the classroom and it's embarrassing me because I'm the only one that's wearing makeup here. And the person sitting next to me sees that I'm getting kind of like sad and upset about it. So they turn around to her and they go, "You know what? You could use some makeup to hide the pimples that you've got going on." And I was like, oh my days. And after that, she shut her mouth and didn't say anything anymore about makeup. And to be honest, I kind of appreciate the person next to me for saying that because like they finally stopped attacking me, you know? But at the same time, I did feel really bad because, like, vibes, everyone gets pimples, you know? But still. Anyway, that was such a random story time, and I don't ever do story time, but I feel like such interesting stuff has happened in my life. Like the time that God gave me the senses of their password, and I logged in and I saw some... But anyway, that's a story time for another day, vibes.
Story time how I almost died. So, I was at my tia's party, I think, and I was like 5 through 6. Guys, don't mind my dog barking. But yeah, and I was at the kids pool and I was like, I should go to the like adult pool. So I go and I'm with my sister and we're just putting our legs like in the pool. We're just sitting down in the stairs, right? And then we start fighting. I pushed her first, but she pushes me and obviously I fall. And she thought I was playing. So that freaking Dana left me there because she thought I was fake drowning. Literally, bro. So she left me and she went back to the kids pool and she was over there having the best time in her life while I was dying. So I was underwater, right? And obviously I'm breathing, inhaling tons of water while having my eyes open. And like while I had them open, I'm seeing everybody's freaking feet. And then finally somebody noticed and they called, bro, oh my freaking god. They called my tia, right? And she tries to get me out. Like she gets my hand, she tries to get me out. She gets me out. I'm like, and then that mother freaker drops me. Yes, guys, I'm calling her mother freaker because she has a whole backstory. But she drops me back, and I'm like, bro, ain't no freaking way. And she calls my tío, and he picks me up fine. And I'm like, but yeah.